And we got it done in an hour and 2 minutes. Hour and 2 minutes. That is how fast you can do. Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and today I'm going to show you how to speed run the new expedition, the Singularity Expedition. So I can generally run it in about an hour. We're going to see how fast we can do it today. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you that this is not going to be very in-depth. If you're looking for that, I have a whole separate guide for you. Check the description. I will give you a step-by-step guide down there. This is just going to be more of a speed run. And remember, we have 3 weeks left, so you don't need to do a speed run. We're going to start a brand new save, go into that. You do not need to speed run it yet. There's 3 weeks left. This is probably going to take you, if you just do it calmly and smoothly like normal, it'll probably take you like 2, 3, 4 hours. On average, it might take you a little longer depending on your skill, it might be a little bit shorter. But this is going to be more of what I do in an expedition speed run. So I'm not going to use any exploits. I'm not going to use any like refiner duplications or anything like that. I'm going to run it legit like, you know, a normal player would. No exploits, no early access rewards, anything like that. And, oh, I forgot my timer, you guys. Give me a second here. We need to have a timer. That way you guys can see what I see. So let me go up here. I'm going to put my timer on the screen right there for you. So, again, we're not going to do any exploits. We're not going to do anything that's going to be not part of the game itself. You can argue that refiner glitches are part of the game, but for this run, we're not gonna say that. So here we go, and boom. The biggest thing to keep in mind is that you're going to need about 400 to 500 copper, and you're going to need a whole bunch of ferrite dust. So keep that in mind. Get as much chromatic metal as you possibly can while you're running around. Get as much ferrite dust, pure ferrite, whatever, magnetized ferrite, all that kind of stuff. Get all of that. That is the key components for this expedition. There are certain places you can get some stuff. We'll go through that as we get there. But again, not going through in depth on this run. We're just going to do it. If you guys want to see how I do it, I'm going to kind of be chatting. You know, I like to talk while we do this. I'll be chatting as I'm doing it, but it's not going to be very detailed. It's not going to be very, like, explanatory if you're looking for that. This is more for advanced players in No Man's Sky. So the first thing I do when I get here is, because it's loading up, it's going to take a second to register. Go to your expedition, make sure that phase 1, milestone 1 is going to be there, and then give it a second to kind of register. You know, and while you're doing that, always check these wheelbarrows, because they have random items in them, and they could have something randomly that you really want. So not always, but you know, you run the risk of not getting it if you're doing that. Probe damage memory. Now we just need to do the math real fast. So that's 3, 9, 15. There we go. 3, 9, 15. Again, I'm not going to explain what it is. If you need to know, you need to check out the guide. 3, 9. Now you got to make sure. My math is always wrong. And 15. So my math, I shouldn't say always wrong, but I'm not very good at math, as you guys know. So there are going to be times where I mess up. Hopefully we don't on this run, but you never know. I could punch in the wrong glyphs or the wrong coordinates. We're also going to do that here as well, because we're going to get a better multi-tool out of here. And then we can use that for our whole run. 9, 15, 4. 9, 15, and 4. I always say it out loud. That way I kind of have it in my brain. 9, 15, and 4. And 4. Deactivate that. We're not going to look for a Sentinel ship. Overall, the Sentinel ships are faster and they use less fuel, but they are going to be a little... It takes too much time to actually get it going, so it's not worth the time to grab it. I forgot to do something. I already messed up, guys. So you want to make sure, in the beginning, take off your terrain manipulator. That way you don't have to build it again. You don't have to use your resources for this. Now we can switch back to our Sentinel multi-tool. And then if we want to, install this in here. Bolt caster. We already have a weapon, which is very, very good. We already have a weapon. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Now we're set. Now our ship is up there, so you might land here. You might land at another one where there's water nearby. Doesn't matter what you where you land or which location you start out in. First thing you want to do, again, get a whole bunch of carbon, get a whole bunch of all your basic building blocks as you're running to your ship. Now, depending on which one you hit first, it's going to kind of change up your method. So, because I'm not next to the water, the water location, the spawn location next to the water, it lets you get a little bit of cash early in the game because you can pick up those larval cores, the whispering eggs, sell them for some money, and make a whole bunch of money early on. We don't have that advantage here, but we do have all this. We're good to go. We're going to be looking for, there should be a copper deposit around here somewhere. Right there, boom. That's where we're going to get our copper to begin with. The other thing you want to do is the Atlantium. I know I'm mispronouncing that. I purposely call it Atlantium. Instead of Atlantidium. I don't think that's the right answer. I don't like that name. Atlantium. Get all this while you can as well. We need 256. So I'm going to be grabbing as much of this as I possibly can. You don't need it absolutely right now, but you're going to need it soon. So you might as well start doing this right now. So we know our copper is over here. We're going to get some ferrite dust. We need to fix our ship. Because you start out with a solar ship, it's very good fuel efficiency. However, you need to fix it before you take off. So we're going to need magnetite. We're going to need pure ferrite. We're going to need a metal plating. We're going to need a dihydrogen jelly, the blue crystals jellies. And we're going to need a hermetic seal. We got a hermetic seal blueprint from the first milestone right here. So we don't need to learn that anymore, but we do need the condensed carbon in order to make it. That's why we got that red crystal back there. Get all this stuff. And use this to your advantage. So use it to your advantage. Now, the other thing is this spawn point will be near a what is it? A sentinel depot right here. See that sentinel? We need to kill some corrupted sentinels. So what my plan is, in order to get this to go faster, we're going to kill some sentinels, and then we're going to run over and do our copper. That'll give us two advantages. Number one, we're going to start killing some sentinels. We'll get a little bit ahead of the game. But number two, we could also get a whole bunch of resources from over there. So that's why you want to do that, because it's a resource depot. We can sell some of that, make some money at the first planetary archive that we go to. I know this is it's really, really fast. There's a lot of stuff. You might need to watch this a couple of times. This is how I do it. Other players, like Delta or Beeblebum or Zane, they might have a different method. Everyone has their own way of doing things, and if it works in your brain, do it. However you get it done the quickest, the fastest, as long as you're not breaking the rules in an official speedrun, then you're good to go. Doesn't really matter. All right, so we do need a weapon. So we're going to have to do this. Oh, we got some emerald. Look, we already have our chromatic metal ready to go. So we need to make some ammo. Where'd my ammo go? There you are. So, in order to make these guys mad, we're going to do this. And I believe you need 19 corrupted sentinels. Only corrupted, not just any sentinels. You need the sentinels that have the purple crystals on them. Those are the only ones that count. So the big arachnid ones, those count as well. But they need to have the purple crystal growth on them. So this is going to be number one. And you'll notice the other thing is I don't pick up those green barrels immediately because they recharge your health and they recharge your shields. So only pick them up when you need to, like right now. That way, it doesn't kill my shields when I get these guys. Give me that. Give me that barrel. There we go. See, look at it. It just recharged my shield for me. All right. So now we're going to book it. We're going to get out of here, go to the copper. Get away from the sentinels. When they're outside of eye shot, you see that timer? It'll start a 30-second timer. I'm on level 3. That's why it's 30 seconds. If you're on level 1, it'll be 10. If you're on level 2, it'll be 20 seconds. So it depends on what level you're at. But that time will reset if you mine anything, if you destroy any resources. So you don't want to do anything to make the sentinels mad right now. The reason why we kept our copper here is because we could do this, and it won't reset the timer. Because we're not destroying a resource, we're getting a deposit. Deposits don't count for the Sentinels. They don't care if you get the deposit. You're fine. They only care like if you get ferrite dust, if you destroy a rock or a plant or something like that. That's when they care. They don't care if you are doing the deposits. There we go. And remember, we're going to need between 300 and 400 just to be safe. 300 and 400 chromatic metal. Or copper to make chromatic metal. Excuse me. Here we go. Now, when we go back, let me start refining the stuff while we're here. We'll do the copper first. All right. Now, when we go back, there's going to be those green barrels still on the ground. The other advantage of taking out Sentinels this early is that they give you Atlanteum when you kill, the corrupted Sentinels, the purple ones. So they give you that Atlanteum. You have to pick up those green barrels though to get it. So that's another way to get a lot of this Atlanteum. Oh, we need our dihydrogen crystals. I almost forgot to get those guys. So let's grab these while we're here. We're going to need, I think it's 40 minimum to make a jelly. So you need at least 40 just to get your ship going. All right. Let's head on back over here. Again, grab as much ferrite dust. That's what you're focused on, ferrite dust. You're going to need carbon. You're going to need all that stuff. But the major one you're going to need a lot of is ferrite dust. You need a lot of it. All right, let's get our green barrels. Now they'll pop up as broken machinery like that right there. You see that little gear icon? They call it combat supplies. There we go. Atlanteum. There we go. Look at it. We got our Atlanteum done. Ooh, look at this. This is a nice looking solar. All right. So we need to make metal plating. Check. We need to make our hermetic seal. Check. We need to make a jelly. Check. Now we need our pure ferrite. I don't have any pure ferrite. So what I need to do is get some ferrite dust and turn it into pure ferrite. Where you at? Oh, really? You're also going to need a lot of cobalt, but we can buy that as we go. So I'm gonna try to buy it as much as I can from the stores, the terminals, while we can. There we go. So that should be enough. Gotta take that out. Put in my ferrite dust. There we go. To make some pure ferrite. Let's get in our ship. Prophecy of the stars. Hopefully that's good. All right. So let's see what we got here. Beautiful. And we just finished off our pure ferrite. Pop that in there. Then let's fix our thing right here. Boom, boom. And we're good. We're done. Let's go. Did I not? Did I not? Oh, I didn't fix it all the way. I just wasted 10 seconds for no reason. That's okay. We got it. So now we've left the planet's atmosphere. So that's our second milestone. We need to scan to know the location. I'll tell you a secret. It's next to the space station. There you go. I always check where the space station is on that first rendezvous. There you go, right there. And while we're going that way, we're going to organize. We don't need that. We can use that. We put that in our ship, put that in our ship, put that in our ship. We can refine that into nanites. There we go. Don't need this. We're going to refine that. I like to organize my stuff. I know it's a waste of time for a lot of you, but I need to know where all my items are. I need to know where everything is. That way I know what to sell, what to keep. I know, what to look for or where to look for something. Like if I'm panicking, I'm like, oh no, where is that thing? I know exactly where it is. Over here. So we are set. All right, we're just doing this for the nanites just because it's easy. You don't need to do that. You can trash it if you want to. We're gonna get some more chromatic metal out of there. Now we need to make a battery, so we're gonna need to get some ferrite dust. That's fine. Let's see. This is where we're going. It's not. Don't worry about that little marker over there. We're going to the planetary archive. I like to try to go to the center ones right here because this gives you a straight shot right to the terminals. Now remember, we're gonna have to stop off. We need to make 2 stops, or 3 technically here. There's 2 different markets we have to check. The first one right here. let's sell some stuff. So we're going to sell the stuff we picked up off of the Sentinel Resource Depot. And that'll give us some money. There you go. The other thing is we need 4 metal platings, 1 microprocessor. We're going to need some launch fuel. I like to buy as much as I possibly can. I believe that's it for here. Also ferrite dust and cobalt. Buy that stuff while you can. The other place we have to stop is this desk right here. He has 2 upgrades we're going to need for a later stop. You need to buy... I always buy 2 magnetic resonators and 2 hydraulic wiring. You need both of those ingredients for later on. You don't need anything else, really. Oh, wait a minute. You probably need a... what is it called? Purchase this, antimatter housing. And I think we can do a wiring loop. There we go. Okay, so we got everything we need. So those are pieces we're going to need later on. So I'm going to store those in my ship and forget about it until you need it later. Gonna blast through all of this. Boom, boom, boom. Extract those blueprints. You got it. So now we need to accept some of these rewards. So I always go through and accept all the rewards because most of the time they'll give you something you need for a later step. Like we need an ion battery for this. We picked up the we picked up some stuff later on or earlier, so we're good on that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna move some of this stuff around. This goes over here. That goes over there. Boom. Perfect. All right. Oh, wait a minute. We need to make a battery. So we need our cobalt ferrite dust. Done and done. So now we should be able to make the head. Perfect. Let's teleport receiver unit. We're going to pop that. Oh, yeah. We're too far away to even use it anyway. All right. Got it. Where did my ship go? It's over here. So now we need to go to the next Atlas. We're almost at 15 minutes and we're already up to the Atlas interface. So I wanted to make sure I had a whole bunch of chromatic metal because you need 100 chromatic metal for the first one. Now, you need to make sure, I almost did it, you need to make sure your thing is full before you try to do this. So you need to fill up your hyperdrive. Now, because we don't have an advanced, our hyperdrive isn't really upgraded yet, you're going to have to jump multiple times, but that's okay. We're going to be able to get this knocked out, and once we do this, once we make the seed with 100 chromatic metal, we will get a hyperdrive upgrade, and that will help us out a ton. You'll use less fuel, but mostly, you won't have to make multiple jumps. That's more of a pain in the butt, rather than like a timing thing. Doesn't really matter. Go up here. And we got one more jump after this. The other thing is, the more you warp, the more jumps you do, the more likely you're going to run into a freighter battle. And you don't want to deal with that, especially on a speed run. You don't want that. You can avoid them like this right here. Notice how there's that. I will just go to the side, try to hyperdrive. If you can pulse drive like that, that means you can hyperdrive. As long as you can pulse drive, you can go jump to another system. So that's what I instinctively will always do. If I see a freighter battle, turn to the side, try to pulse drive. If you can, pull up your menu and quickly go into the galactic menu and jump out of there. Sometimes you get caught automatically and it's a pain in the butt. You got to kill a couple of the pirates in order to stop them from hunting you down. All right, and we're gonna organize our inventory a little bit while we're going through this, because this is gonna be a what's it called? What's it called? Dang it! My brain's not working. It's gonna be a animation, so you can't really do anything while you're here. So you might as well use this time to do all of this. There we go. Teleport receiver. Just trying to get stuff out of my inventory. There we go. All the stuff I don't need, I'm gonna put in my my ship. I don't want to keep it like on my person, but I do need it later on. Like all those pieces, those upgrade pieces we got, put it on your ship and forget about it. You'll thank me later because all of a sudden you'll be like, oh yeah, I totally have that. It's just on my ship. All right, I'm gonna blast through here. I'm not gonna turn up the volume on the Atlas Screech. I'm just gonna let you guys go. If you want to hear all this stuff, you can just go to the walkthrough. The walkthrough will have me being quiet, not talking through it, and letting you guys hear it all. So, but that is so freaking creepy. The other thing is, I won't do anything while I'm here Again, when you get in your ship and you try to leave, when you enter or leave a space station or the space anomaly or the Atlas stations, you have an animation you can't do anything with anyway. So you might as well go into your menu and use it here. So let's do this. We need to make our seed, 100 chromatic metal. Beautiful. Let's also refill our hyperdrive. There you go. So now we are done. We got the first Atlas seed. Now before you leave, don't leave yet because it gives you an upgrade to your hyperdrive. So you want to grab that before you do another jump. That's why I'll accept these rewards. You don't have to, but it makes your life a little bit easier, so why not, right? I don't have an upgrade. Oh, that's great. I don't have a supercharged slot. That's not going to help us. That's not going to help me. That's okay. We can use fuel. We're fine. Let's go in here. So it's still going to take multiple jumps, but remember, these loading screens right here, whenever you're loading into another system or whenever you push pause in your pause menu, it does not count towards your overall time, your play time in game. It'll count on the clock, like we're at 19 minutes right now, so it's still counting all this stuff, but it does not count on your playtime in game. And that's all we use for our speed runs. We have a clock running, like me, Beeblebum, Delta. We all have a clock running right there, but that's just for our brains, so we can know, oh, we need to be at this checkpoint by this time, and if it's taking us too long, we know we're not going to beat this run. And where is it at? There you are. And again, it's going to take us a second to get over there, 42 seconds, so we can do this. I'm going to refine this into pyrite because you can use pyrite as fuel for your pulse drive. I think we're all good on everything here. I think we're all good. We have that. We need that. We have that. We have our launch fuels just in case because we're already at 31%. So then we're gonna take this out. So boom, use that. And pyrite is very fuel efficient. Look at it. It only took us like what, 20 to fill it up from less than half. So we are good. Now, you can mess with these. In a speed run, I would not recommend it. They don't give you anything other than, like, you can get a radiant shard out of them, but it's not really a big deal. So we're going to get plenty of those. We have a plan for that on the, I believe it's the 3rd rendezvous or maybe the 4th rendezvous. We will do that. So here's the volcano planet, your first rendezvous. Rendezvous 1 is on the volcano planet. What I will tell you is, as you fly in, you'll see a volcano right here. The actual rendezvous location is going to be over on the right-hand side next to this lake right here. And we're going to pop out, we're going to get to the rendezvous, and we're going to get our chloride crystals in the water down there. So this is our rendezvous right here. This is where you need to go. Let's pop in. If you need to or you want to, grab all these right here, these wheelbarrows. Again, there could be some good stuff. There could be some trash, of course. But you never know. You might get some chromatic metal out of here. It'll help you out a ton. Or it'll give you some upgrades or whatever. The other thing is we need to start killing some animals. We need the faecium, the poop that comes out of the animals. Now, you can feed the animals, and they will poop out faecium for you. The problem is you have to sit there and wait, and it takes way longer to wait for them than to just murder some animals and get their mordite. You can refine the mordite into what you need, the faecium. So whenever you see an animal just hanging out, motivate him. Tell him, basically use him. This is another place. If you haven't got your Atlantium, those little tiny purple crystals, if you have not gotten enough yet, this is where you would do it again because you're going to need it before the 2nd rendezvous. Before you get to the snowy planet, you need to have all your little purple Atlantidium milestone. Your Atlantium milestone, you need to have that done. Because you get a reward for that milestone, and you need it in order to finish that one, the 2nd rendezvous. So we've done that. Let's accept our reward here. Make sure we're all ready to go. Boom. Now we're going to go to our galaxy map. Let's see. Go our route. And here's the 2nd rendezvous right here. Boom. Perfect. 2nd rendezvous by 22 minutes. Love it. And because we got our Atlantium faster than usual, and I usually do, we won't have to do any farming on this planet, which is kind of nice. There it is. Let's see what we got out of that that camp we were in back there. We got a repair kit. We got some stuff we can sell. Great. We don't need that. We don't need that. We can refine this into ferrite dust. That's why I'm keeping it. And it takes a little bit longer, so we're going to pop that in there. Beautiful. We can put this over here. So we have 200 cobalt. We got a paralysis mortar. I like to install this and delete it because they give you some of the materials back for it. That's why I do that. So this rendezvous, when you get closer, it'll move. You'll see this thing move. When it moves, there you go. See how it moved? That's how you know the rendezvous is actually not there. It'll be over here. So there you go. It happens every single time. As you're coming into the atmosphere, it'll move that rendezvous. Now, the one problem with this rendezvous is that it takes a little bit of time sometimes to activate, to register that you've made it here. So just run around. Again, collect all your harmonic scrap out of these wheelbarrows. Make sure, because it needs to register you've made it to the rendezvous before you can move on to the second part of this. So just make sure. It might take a minute. That's okay. It's kind of a pain because it won't let you do anything with this scrap until it's registered. Is it registered? Here it goes. All right, so now we can go over here. Make sure to highlight that one. And it'll tell you come over here, talk to this scrap. Again, we have to do the math. So 7, 13, 2. 7, 13, and 2. That's what we're looking for. We got to do number 7, 13, and a 2. And we're going to skip through all of this. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you so very much. We have the construct. A robot is gaining sentience. And now we need to make our next item. Let's get in here. We have that. Done. We have to make it before we go to the Atlas Seed, so we need to make that item. We need to make this thing. So the arms, we need 3 carbon nanotubes. Do we have enough? We do not. We do not. So let's pop this in here. We need 3. We need more carbon. So I didn't stack up on my carbon like I should have because I'm a fool, but that's okay. And that's the problem as well. You want to make sure there's room in your inventory. There is no plants here. Oh no, I didn't plan this out right. That's okay. We have to find some plants. See, that's the problem. Or some condensed carbon, because we can refine that down into normal carbon if we have condensed carbon. We need some plants, so I'm going to land. We haven't gotten any. Nope, none. Okay, we haven't gotten any. Oh, there's some condensed carbon down here. That's good. Perfect. This is what we need. So we can refine this down. Remember, condensed carbon is 2 regular carbons put together, so you'll get double if you refine this out. There we go. So 114 plus another 70. We got it. Where'd my ship go? Go, go, go. I'm not going to kill any Gek life forms because I'm not a monster. Done and done. We need 3. 1, 2, 3. Need to make that arm. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we're going to skip the radiant shards because we're going to get those later. We don't need those now. We're going to grab that. Boom. Commune with the Atlas. So we need to go to the Atlas station, the next one. So let's pop that in there. We're going to make sure I'm full on fuel before we jump over there. So we're about to go to the next one, the second Atlas station at 28 minutes, about probably 30 when we get there. It's going to take us some time to get in there, land, do all that kind of stuff. But we're going pretty good. We're doing pretty good time on this. And then when we leave this Atlas station, there's going to be a radiation planet behind us. As we exit, it'll be in front of us. So it's behind us right now. We're going to be using that to get an item for later on. So you want to make sure. Nope. We'll do that. We can get some nanites there. This will go in here. I believe we need some cobalt. So I'm going to take that out and refine it. We're going to need some ionized cobalt. Excuse me. So we need to refine our regular cobalt into ionized cobalt. Go. And so my brain is scrambled. I can't remember what we need for this seed. So I believe it might be pure ferrite. So I might be wrong on this. I might have to get some pure ferrite, but that's okay. As long as we get here and we get the seed, we can always make it later as we're like refining stuff and getting stuff done. So we know what we need. We'll just have to make it. I'm pretty sure we already have it. All right, let's see. So we have that. We need pure ferrite. Yes, we do. So the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you see we have 34, but we need 100. So we need to refine some of our regular ferrite into that. So we're going to do that here. Pull this out. Let that refine. This is going to go in here. Beautiful. So as that is refining, we're going to come down here. Don't go to the space station. Go to this planet. And the only thing we need to look for is the yellow plants, the gamma root. That's what we're looking for, because you can do it later on, and it's going to be normal, but this will make it a little bit easier because this planet is more flat. It's easier to see all of the gamma root out here. So on the rendezvous planet, it's going to be there, totally fine, but it's going to be harder to get to. And I can't see any. We're going to land real fast. And we'll just pull out our scanner, our visor, and look for it. And we have sweet root. We have gamma weed right over there. And we have wheat. So we have gamma weed over there. That's what we're looking for. And you can see it from the air. So if you just want to fly low and slow, it'll pop up. Like you can see it from here. See those yellow markers, those yellow plants? That's what you're looking for. So just get down here, land. And if you want a pro tip, you will get double the resources if there is a radiation storm happening. A radiation storm gives you double resources for whatever you mine or pick up. So if you have a storm going, that's even better. You want a storm. You want to be running around in a storm in order to pick up more resources. It'll help you out a ton. So what we're looking for is we need 600 gamma weed. We need 600 of them. You're going to need a lot of it, so... oh, yeah, you know what? Actually, we do need to do that. I don't want to use my oxygen, but I have to because, you know, I'm going to die if I don't. Any gamma weed, sweet root, wheat, grawberry, there's some gamma weed right there. I missed one plant. That helps. All right, and I don't see any more around here. I see some sac venom. That's not going to help us. All right. There we go. There we go. Radioactive cell. All right, so now we're just looking for plants. The one drawback is it's really hard to see the gamma weed when there's a storm happening because the storm, it blocks your vision. It's hard to see everything. We did find some before, though, so we're good. We are at 286. So we need another probably 300 and some odd to get there. 314, it looks like. So, boom. Grab this while the storm is happening. Now, there's not a lot here, but that's fine. You know, we're just trying to get as much as we can before we get to that last leg. Strawberry. Strawberry. Gamma weed.
Radiation protection void.
Go. We bought a whole bunch of launch fuel on purpose for that reason. I know we're going to be popping in and out, so we wanted to make sure. We're at 425. Okay. That seems okay. Reasonable. Reasonable. So yeah, as I said, it is hard to see yellow plants when there's a whole bunch of yellow mist around. So kind of a pain, but if you need to, again, we bought a whole bunch of launch fuel, so you can mark it with your visor. Takes a few seconds to land, but you can see it with your visor and mark it, and you'll be good to go. That's wheat. That is wheat. Nothing, nothing, nothing. That is gamma weed. All right. Now, usually I would fly over there, but it was only 400, so I didn't think it was going to be that far. Oh, God, it's farther than I thought, though. 400 doesn't seem like a lot until you have to run it, and you're like, oh, crap. Give me all this stuff while we're here. Again, you'll get double the resources in a storm. And that goes for anything. It's not just for the gamma weed. It's for carbon. It's for ferrite dust. Anything you can mine or pick up with your gloves. Or if you have a terrain manipulator and you're trying to get a whole bunch of copper, it will give you double resources. So if you normally would get 10, you would get 20 in the middle of a storm. Let me do this. This should put me at 600 where we need to be. So we are good. If not, we'll be so close it won't matter. I don't need you. I should be killing that animal, but I'm not too worried about it. All right, and we're at 650. We're good. And you'll notice I've been getting a whole bunch of this dihydrogen. We're going to need that later on. So I've been focused on getting those blue crystals. There we go. Done and done. Our pure ferrite should be done. So let's make our seed of power. There it is. And then we're going to ignore that. Radiant shards. We're going to go to rendezvous number 3. Rendezvous number 3 is where we need to head. So we're going to get our radiant shards. We're going to get all of that stuff at rendezvous number 3. So don't worry about your radiant shards. It's going to keep popping up. Remember, the big thing is highlight the mission you want to do. It will, by default, highlight your radiant shard mission. Ignore that. Keep marking your next rendezvous. You're going to have to fight against it. It's a pain in the butt. But, however, it will pay off because you can do our radiant shards here at this rendezvous. And we're going to be doing radiant shards. We're going to be doing the rest of our sentinels. And we got to kill a whole bunch of animals. Now, you can buy Fecium from pilots. You can find it in terminals, but it's very rare. And in my own experience, you will spend more time trying to find it than just murdering animals and getting their Fecium that way. Here we go. Oh yeah, we need to grab all these. Make sure that's highlighted. Okay. Make sure to use everything they give you. So we don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Boom. This needs to go in there. This can go refine in here. We don't need this. We do need to keep that. We do need to keep this. And boom, boom, boom. So this rendezvous is the marker is gonna be near a planetary archive. If you need some stuff, go there, grab it. See right here, planetary archive, done and done. What I generally do is I'll land here. I'll look in the terminals just to see, but you don't want to waste too much time. You can wait here for the pilots, and maybe they'll have some Fecium for you, and that'll save you some time. But don't trust it 100% because there's not a guarantee that it's going to be here. You got to buy that ferrite dust. We got to buy that cobalt. I don't see. This is another place to get your hydraulic wiring and magnetic resonator. Chromatic metal. I'll take that, but we don't need anything else here. All right. So the other advantage to landing on a planetary archive landing pad is that it does not take any of your fuel to call in your ship. So you'll want to do that. It'll save you some launch fuel, but it's not a big deal either way. All right, we're good on everything else. All right. We need to go 1,800 feet this way. But again, while we're going, remember, we need our radiant shards. We need to kill some animals in order to get our ferrite dust, or our Fecium. Bigger the animal, the more you're going to get. That's why I kind of save it for this. We're also looking for some, what's it called? Some sentinels. So another bonus, if you make the sentinels mad, it's okay. Because you need to do that. You need to get sentinels kills anyway. The other thing you want to do while you're here is make sure you have all your resources. Because we're going to be on foot collecting all this stuff anyway, might as well use this time to get your ferrite dust, get your pure ferrite. We're going to need a lot of magnetized ferrite. Again, I said it earlier in the run, we need a lot of magnetized ferrite, pure ferrite, and also magnetized, or ferrite dust, excuse me. We're going to need like metal platings, that kind of stuff. So ferrite dust is really important. Get that pure ferrite. Oh, man, these sentinels are sleeping on the job. I haven't seen any of them. Oh, there we go. There's some resonators, those machines that the sentinels usually guard. That's why I'm excited about that. I can go over there, and I know they're going to be mad about it. Now, keep in mind, in the back of your head, you want to hit 300 Mordite. 300. That's the number you're aiming for. That's about how much it's going to take to get all of that Fecium out of there. Because we have to refine our Mordite into Fecium. There we go. Oh, come here, buddy. One. Where's your buddies at? Nobody else wants to come? Come on. I need some more sentinels here. Now you can always check the progress of how many more items you need. Like we need radiant shards, we need to kill some sentinels, and we need some Fecium. So you can always check that. You can always check that in your menu. I mean, I wouldn't suggest it in the middle of combat because, you know, you might get murdered, but you can if you want to. You can always just... Where'd it go? Where you guys at? Not to make you more angry? Give me this. Notice how my timer's not going down? It's because I'm attacking. Where are these guys at? I don't see any sentinels around. All right. And, you know, maybe they got lost. How many are we here? We are at, wait a minute, let me do this. 289, we're almost there. Well, I'm going to let these sentinels reset, because obviously they don't care about me. Let's grab these. Oh, there's a sentinel over here. You see that little arrow indicator? That means the sentinels are looking at me. Come on in, buddy. I need the kills. There you go. That's what I was looking for earlier. Now, they will start healing each other. Generally, if you have a boltcaster, you can destroy them faster than they can heal each other. But if you're not doing enough damage, like if they're healing faster than you can do damage, the secret is go after the healing sentinel. Because if you attack him, he freaks out. And he's like, oh, no, I don't want to die. So he'll stop healing if you shoot him. So that is the way to that's the way to stop them from healing each other. Just hit the one that's a healer, and you're good to go. Hey, watch this. If I shoot him, now he's like, oh no! And he stops. See? There you go. So just go pop him for a second, and then he'll stop. He's like, no, I don't want to die. Let George die. He's going to be dead. You don't need to pick up the barrels. I mean, it's always helpful. They will give you, your health and all that kind of stuff, but it's not required. It doesn't, you don't need it to count the kill, so you don't have to. If you need to, just get the heck out of there. Like if the Sentinels are going to take over, they're going to mess you up, then just run. We do need more Mordite. Sorry, guys. Not my choice. They told me to. I've been forced to do this. Keep heading towards the rendezvous. We got our crystals done. There you go. See, just check in, and it'll tell you. Oh, hey, while we're here, optical drill, yes. And then mining beam upgrade, yes, thank you. That's what we need because that'll help us get more ferrite dust or pure ferrite like this. Look at how fast it's going now. Yes, beautiful. How close are we on our sentinels? We need 8 more. 8 more sentinels. So now we need 7 after we get this guy. And then this will be, we'll need 6 after him. All right, so we're going to let that timer go down. And we'll make him angry again. We only need 6 more or 7 more. So we'll run into some more while we're running along. We'll run into some more. I think we have the Mordite we need. So let's check this. Make sure. We'll put this in here. Mordite 329. And we're going to refine it. We need 100 Fecium. There you go. 109. So we got more than enough. We only needed 100. We got 120 or 109. Is there a sentinel around here? Is that what I saw? All right. Let's go over here. You can also grab that phase 2 reward. Boom, boom, boom. Get a sentinel over here. Get that guy. That's 2. What do we need? 6 more? So now we need 4. Let me check real fast. Yep, 4 more. That's all we need. So now the sentinels are multiplying. They're calling in reinforcements, basically. So just 4 more, and we are golden. There they are. And there's 3 of them right off the bat. Okay, so we basically are there. There we go. We just need 1 more. I don't see any guys. Wait a minute. Nope, that's just a red. Multiplying. Okay, here they come. Now you can go after those guys. They're harder to go after. Those big spider-looking ones. Those are harder to go after. We got all our kills. We're good. So now I'm going to run away like the very brave man that I am. We got to the rendezvous number 3 is done. We're going to get in here real fast. Probe the registers. 2, 8, 13. 2, 8, 13. $13 is right here. There we go. Dump the memory contents. And we have almost everything. Oh, we need our magnetized ferrite. Corrupted swarm is abating. All right, so we need to make some magnetized ferrite. Need to pop that in here. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Fecium. We needed that. Pop that in here. Now we're going to need more pure ferrite. There we go. So pure ferrite can turn into magnetized ferrite. Very easy. So you want to go after this one first. I mean, you can get ferrite dust. That's not a problem. But you basically save yourself some time if you get the pure ferrite instead of the magnetized ferrite. And this planet has a ton of them in here, a ton of these rocks. So you might as well, right?
Life support power.
Here we go. Get all that. Get this, put that in here. Where we at? 104. We need some more. So get these rocks over here. There we are. And the benefit of magnetized ferrite is you can refine pure ferrite into magnetized ferrite, and you can go back to magnetized or pure ferrite back from magnetized ferrite. There we go. So if you make too much magnetized ferrite, not a big deal. Not a big deal. All right, what else? What do we need to make that part? So we need crystal sulfide, 2 life support gels. We could do that real fast. Let's make 1 jelly. Now let's make 2 of these gels. 1, 2. There we go. Pull this out. And we can make our chest piece. There we go. Done and done. So we have all that done. Let's go to the Atlas. Should be close by. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's more of a pain in the butt. I gotta go all the way down here. We're gonna do a double jump. That's fine. Not ideal, but we can deal with it. And we're at 50 minutes, so we are rocking and rolling. We're almost at the 4th rendezvous, which is basically the end, because then there's gonna be a 10-minute timer for Polo. Polo will have a 10-minute timer, which is kind of a pain in the butt. However, we can do other stuff while we're waiting for that timer. So you don't have to like stop the game. You don't have to wait there and sit and stare at Polo for 10 minutes. You can do other stuff and let Polo do what he's doing and come back after 10 minutes. So that is what we are going to do. We're going to let him work, do his thing, and then come back after we've done basically everything else and knock it out real fast. Hopefully, that's the idea. So let's get in here, and while we're doing this, we're also going to go into our pause menu and accept all our rewards. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. So we have a jetpack upgrade. I'll take that. Nope, we don't need that. I will take a shield, though, because a shield is going to be helpful later on. A life support upgrade. I'll take that. Sure, why not? So we cleared all of that out. Make sure we have room here. The auto launch recharger. That's your launch thruster upgrade. You want to keep that. Make sure I use my life support gels. That way I don't die. Get your fuel. Because we're using our starter ship, it's going to be not as fuel efficient as like a Sentinel would. Again, you don't have to do it you don't have to do all the stuff this way. If you want to, play the game your way. If you want to get a Sentinel ship, do it. If you want to do, whatever, do it. You don't have to do it this way. This is just my way of getting it done really fast. You can get this done in an afternoon, basically. You can get it all knocked out and ready to go. Let's get in here. Now we need to make the seed of will. 100 ionized cobalt. We got it. We're done. Beautiful. Phase 3 is done. So we need to go to phase 4. We need to make sure our launch or hyperdrive is full. There we go. Jump up here. This is going to be another one that you have to jump multiple times. And I think even with a Sentinel ship, you have to do this one multiple times because it's a very far distance to go. So even if you had a Sentinel ship, you would still have to do this double jump. At minimum double jump, maybe even triple. Depending on your hyperdrive and what's going on with it. There we go. And you'll notice I use the green line because I get lost, and so I want to make sure I'm going in the correct, direction. A lot of times I've done the free roam where you back out, you press B, and it unlocks the camera, and you can go wherever you want, and I get lost. And I'm like, oh, crap. Up, another freighter battle. Let's see if we can get out of this one real easy. Nope. See, yeah, these guys are going to fight me, so I need to shoot these guys that are attacking me. And I might be able to get out of here if I just destroy these guys. Nope, won't let me. Get this guy right here. And this is the one downside of having to do multiple jumps, is that you're going to run into these freighter battles and you won't be able to get the heck out of here. No, let me out. No, really? There we go. All right, so we can pulse drive, which means we can jump. So, again, pain in the butt. However, that was shorter than going to find a Sentinel ship because you need to get the brain, take the brain out, soothe the brain, get your radiant shards early. You need to get an inverted mirror early. So you have to, it's going to be another 2 to 3 minutes that you've added just to get a Sentinel ship, no matter what. So where is it at? Oh yeah, this is another minute to get that one, so we can kind of clear out some stuff here. We need all this. That's good, that's good. We don't need that stuff. We can use this and get rid of it. Here we go, just clearing out my inventory. Don't need the meats. Have that, we're good. This is our launch thruster, that way it'll use less fuel. We don't need this. This needs to go in here, beautiful. We don't need that anymore. So we have our Fecium and our Gamma Root. That's what we needed for this leg of the race, or this leg of the journey. Radiant Shards. We're going to need that for later on. I think you only need 1 Radiant Shard, so it's not a big deal. Okay, yeah. We have shields, but I mean, honestly, we're not really going to need them. We have 42 there. We have that. Yeah, I think we're set. I think we're good. We have our chromatic metal set. We have a whole bunch of stuff in here. All right, so when you come down here, your actual rendezvous is actually going to be over. It's on a cliffside. I believe it's on the left. It's over here. So just from the marker, head a little bit left, go down the cliffside, and land right here. And I believe we're actually going to need to make some more ionized cobalt. Where'd my cobalt go? There we go. Oh, we got it? Nope, still hasn't registered yet. Again, sometimes it takes a second or 2 or 30 or a minute. But we can get it. We got it. The other thing is we're going to need some cobalt. So look for any caves around. Radioactive cell. Thank you. So I believe, yep, there is a cave right here. I don't know why it hasn't registered yet that I've been to the rendezvous. We're gonna need ionized cobalt again. So come on up here. There's some cobalt just waiting for us. There we are. You gonna register now? Come on. There it goes. Good Lord. Such a pain. All right, so we got to talk to this scrap again. Get the math going. Probe. 4, 10, 15. 4, 10, 15. Got it. 4, 10, 15. There we go. Dump the memory contents. So we got that done. Where's our ship? There it is. So we got that. We got that. We need to make the other piece. So we need lubricant. That's all we need. Let's go to our lubricant. In order to make lubricant, we need Fecium Gamma Root. There we go. We need to accept one of our rewards. There we go. Because they will give us the rest of the Gamma Root we need. There we go. And get rid of that. Make the legs. There we go. Done and done. So now we need to go talk to Polo, or Nada, excuse me, for the Grand Divergence. Let's do this one. Let's get up here. Gotta clean out some of our inventory. There we go. We're fine. We're gonna do that. There we go. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need this. We're done with this stuff. This is our leftovers. We already made everything we need. So we're good on all that. Let's go talk to Nada. So we need to just plow through this. Nada is going to tell you go down or go to a special monolith and get an echo. And we'll go do that real fast. And we're at an hour, basically. 59, basically 1 hour. 1 hour flat by meeting first time we talked to Nada. There we go. And again, you could do all this stuff faster if you use some exploits like the refiner glitch for your gamma root. You can also come here earlier, get some upgrades for your ships and stuff, and that'll make it way easier. So you can do all that way ahead of time if you want to, you know, to make your run even faster. I'm doing a quote-unquote legitimate speed run. So we're not going to use any exploits or anything like that. It's a guide, so anybody can do it. Anybody who has a copy of the game, you can totally do this without having the advantage of, oh, I don't have any of the rewards at the Space Anomaly, like the Twitch rewards or the Expedition rewards. We don't rely on any of that stuff. If you don't know how to do the refiner duplication glitch, it does not rely on that, so you don't have to worry about learning how to do that or doing something like that. You're just good to go. Here we go, done and done. And I think we're good. We need that crystallized heart. So, and it's weird, but I always try to put all the stuff in order. So the head, the chest, the arms, and the legs. It's weird, I know. But I gotta do it that way. It works in my brain. So make sure you have your Atlantium on you, on your person, because you're gonna need that for this mission. So make sure you have that available, ready to go. And I think we're good on everything else. We have our radiant shards. We have all this stuff. Yeah, we're good. We have the antimatter housing. We're going to need that later on. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Yep, went to the wrong spot. Why would you do that? I hate it when the game locks out. You look right at the marker and then it says, no. You actually want to go to this weird base that's over here on the other side of the planet. That's what you want. It's one of the big drawbacks of going into your menus, because you can't really see where you're going, and the game will it'll lock onto something that you don't want to lock onto. So it's like, great, thank you for that. Let's go. We're going to a monolith. There it is right there. There's going to be a whole bunch of communication stations around it, like a million of them. Oh, look at that. Not that many. Okay. They did put out a patch to supposedly fix this. So, oh no, wrong one. Crap. We went to the wrong one. We're 700 feet away. So this is the wrong. Someone marked the wrong one. How are there two of them right next to each other? That's evil. That is so evil. Recharge my launch fuel. Because I landed at the wrong one, 700 feet. They're 700 feet apart. Where is it? There it is right here. Okay, this is what we got to go do first, right here. Boom. So you just need like what, 32? You need like 48 of Atlantium and you're good to go. So you don't really need a lot, but I like to keep a lot on me just in case. So 48, that's all you need, 48. All right, now we got to go back to Nada and get this all situated. And this is where the polo timer, the polo timer starts. Right here. So we definitely have to get this going real quick. Go, go, go. And so, yeah, you can go here, make sure to mark the location or mark the mission you want to go to, because it's going to give you the wrong thing if you don't. Put that in there. I think we're basically done with that. We don't need any gold. We have our echo. Yeah, mark the location or mark the mission that you need to use. I don't usually get rid of a lot of rewards because you might need it later on. So that's why my inventory is just full of stuff that I'm probably not going to use, but you never know. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'd rather keep something I don't need than to get rid of it and go, oh, crap, I need that. I need to go talk to Polo. And he'll tell us, hey, I want to do this thing, but it's going to take me some time. Give me 11 minutes, and I'll have it done. All right, so 11-minute countdown has started. So that means we need to go to commune with the Atlas. We need to go to the next Atlas station. And then we can go to the next rendezvous, the final rendezvous, and even the final Atlas station as well. So we can get those all knocked out before Polo finishes his thing. So that is going to be the goal of what we're going to be doing. 105, a little over an hour. I'm liking it. I don't think we're going to beat any records, but we might get close to about an hour in-game. So, again, in-game time doesn't count your pause menu or your loading screens like this, your warping screen. It doesn't count any of this stuff. So we might be close to about an hour, maybe a little over an hour. If we can get under an hour, that would be freaking amazing. But I don't think we're going to do that today. And if you haven't seen, we are doing a big competition between a lot of creators. Not everybody, because some content creators, they just don't like it. It's like it's not their jam, not their flavor of thing to do. And I get it. You know, not a lot of people want to, get stressed out and try to beat an official time and race through this stuff. I get it. But there's some of us that are doing this, and we're doing live streams of the speed runs. I believe Delta One. Awesome creator you guys should be following. He has it right now as of June 22nd. He can beat it in 57 minutes. That's his record so far. I've done it in an hour. I think Beeblebum has done it in an hour and like 10 or an hour and 5. So it is totally possible to get it on a normal run to get it to be around an hour in game. Again, it's going to be like an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes in real life, but about an hour in game time. So we have our magnetized ferrite. Again, because we're doing a speed run, I'm not going to do it right now. I don't want to stop and do something. I'm going to do it during the animation while we're leaving the Atlas station. So boom, boom. We just needed 5 magnetized ferrite for that. And the next seed is going to take chromatic metal. So we want to make sure to do this. Complete the final pilgrimage. So we need to go to that last rendezvous. There we go. We're only at an hour and 7. I look at it, it looks like a minute and 7. No, it's an hour and 7. So yeah, if I had to guess, we're probably going to get it done by an hour and 20 in real life, which will put us at about an hour and 5 on the in-game timer. About. Maybe a little bit shorter. I'm hopefully a little bit shorter than that, but hey, I'll take an hour and 5 minutes. Yep. Awesome. Freighter just came in. There we go. clear out the inventory. Make sure to fill this back up. Don't need that. Don't need the silver. I don't think we need a solar mirror, but I'm going to keep it just in case. We don't need any golden nuggets. Yeah, I think we're good. We might need a little bit more dihydrogen. I like to have 200. I only think we need 100, but we might need 200. Either way, I'm going to get some more dihydrogen. I always want more than I need rather than not enough. We have that. I don't think we need pure ferrite dust, but maybe. Don't need this guy. Excuse me. Sorry. Thank you. So I believe if you come in, again, from the default position, you go flying in, you will have to go, I think, to the left. So we're going to end up over here somewhere, I believe. So we're going to go down here, over and to the left. And then we're going to land. I want to make sure I'm going in the correct position or the correct direction. Are we not? Oh my God, really? Is it not marking it? Okay. That's another thing too. Sometimes if you don't go to where it tells you to go, it won't start looking, which is kind of a pain in the rear. I know. I know. Come on, give it to me. Fine. We'll do it this way because you're such a pain in my rear. Oh, yeah, over here. Okay, so not the left, the right. All right, we should have gone to the right. 950 this way. Right there. There's it. Perfect. It took a little bit longer than I was hoping. But I think we'll still be able to do the last Atlas seed. Make sure that one's... Okay, come on, register. We've made it. We've made it. There it is. If it's not registering, the way to force it to happen is to click on it a little bit. So go back to the mission again and click on it again, just to make sure. 5, 11, 16. 5, 11, 16. And it's not going to be the same for you. It might be... It's going to be different. 5, 11, and 16. So those combinations will show up, but it might be... That might be the first solution for you, like the first one. They randomize them. That way you can't, memorize the numbers every time. And I get it. They want to make sure you're paying attention. So we don't need to do that. We don't need to make that, so you don't have to. What you need to do is go to Community Atlas. Let's see. We have to do this anyway, so we might as well try to get this before Polo. And when we get here, we'll look and see how long we have until Polo is done. Because then we have to talk to Polo, then we got to pop out. I think we still got another 2 or 3 minutes for Polo. So not a big deal. The other thing is if we get done too fast, we can go to a corrupted planet, because that's what the final planet you need to go to is a corrupted planet. It doesn't matter which one you go to, but it needs to have corrupted sentinels on it. So you need to make sure to do that. Link the schematic. We have 3 minutes. Okay, so we have 3 minutes left. If you ever want to, highlight that mission, and it'll tell you, 3 minutes, bottom right-hand corner of the screen. We have 3 minutes and 15, 14. So we got plenty of time to do this. Get rid of that. Get rid of... Oh, I don't think we need that, but we'll keep it for now. We'll keep those for now. We do need the Gravitino balls. Do not get rid of the Gravitino balls. You need those. Absolutely need those. Yeah, we got 3 minutes left, so we are good. we'll be able to go to a corrupted system. And again, need to go to a corrupted planet and get the echo. So we can just do that ahead of time while we're waiting for Polo to be done. There we go. And so we have that. We have our Seed of Hope. You're going to need 25 chromatic metal in order to make that. So let's do that real quick while we're leaving. Seed of Hope, 25 chromatic metal. Done and done. Forge the final Atlas Seed. So now we have to wait for Polo to finish. And he still has a whole bunch of stuff to do. So let's go back to one of the previous systems we were in because we need to get to a dissident system. There we go. 114 now, 113 and some odd seconds. 114. So yeah, we're gonna get this well before an hour and a half. And just look for that planet. I believe it's gonna be over here. Here we go. 1 minute. So we got a minute before Polo's even finished. Don't need this. It will keep doing that, so... Oh, it'll take us 55 seconds to get over there to the planet. Now, you don't want to land on the planet because you still need to go into the space anomaly. But get pretty close, that way you don't have to worry about, oh, now I got to go all the way back and blah, 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 blah. So we're pretty close, and we have about a minute, 45 seconds right there. Boom. We don't need that anymore. We don't need this anymore. All right, so at about 30 seconds. Yeah, we're gonna call in the space anomaly. That way we can get to Polo quickly. So while our thing is ready to go, 22 seconds, 20. Yep, we don't need that. Don't need that. I'm gonna keep that ionized cobalt. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Open this up. Suspicious starship shield module. Sure, we'll give a shield to our starship. Don't know why, but okay. There we go. Speak to him. Now he's done. Yeah, see? So we landed just in time. Let's go talk to him. And he's going to say, hey, look, I built the machine, and then we have to go do the machine. And then after talking to the machine, come back to Nada. Nada will tell you what you need to do. And then you have to talk to Polo before you leave because Polo has a new object for us, a new technology upgrade. So yeah, a lot of this stuff is just going back and forth. Just try to run as fast as possible. Blast through all of the text because you need to. Put the Echo Seed in there. And now it's alive, but it's freaking out. All right, done and done. And then we have to go talk to Nada to see what the heck is going on here. I wish we could do a shoulder thrust in here. That would have helped a ton. However, it's not a combat zone, so dang it. Ask his plan. He says, hey, I got some stuff. We go talk to Polo. He'll tell you how to do this thing. Okay, so now we're going to get our new resonator, our new scanner from Polo. And we need to build this in order to find echoes. We need to find 2 echoes. Not just one. It'll tell you just to get one, but you need 2 at least. If you have more, great, but you need at least 2 of these echoes. So let's build this thing right here. We need dihydrogen. We didn't get any dihydrogen, mother trucker. That's okay. We can get some dihydrogen on the planet. We only need a little bit. So let's just get down in here. We'll just land on the planet, and we'll run into some dihydrogen. Why is it locking on to these settlements? Literally, I'm looking at the center of this freaking planet. Just go here, yes, where the sunlight is. It's easier to see in the sunlight. So we need our dihydrogen. go. Now, this is also going to be luck of the draw. You need to land somewhere where there's going to be some, number one, dihydrogen for us. But number two, we need to find an echo. And so those are randomly thrown out in the world, and so you don't know where they're going to be. We found some, oh my god, we found a whole bunch of runaway mold. That's great. Dihydrogen up here. All right, let's see. What can we do? Can we make it? We can. Perfect. Done and done. We need more than one. Oh, yeah. Look at that. There's like 4 of them here. Okay, perfect. So we just need 2. 1. And number 2. There we go. And we just need to get back onto the space anomaly, and we are basically done. Oh, man. I thought it was going to be 120, but it looks like it's going to be like 123. Dang it. Longer than I thought. We are definitely not breaking records today, but we're getting it done super, super fast. So if you are last minute looking how to get here really, really quick, there you go. This is basically done now. Man, we took a little extra time. There we go. There we go. We got our 2 there. We don't need this. We probably don't need that. So yeah, we're done. So now we just need to put in our echoes, talk to Nada, do all that kind of stuff, see where we need to put it, go to the terminal, pop it in, then choose which helmet we want. So yeah, we're good. We got it. We got it, guys. 123, maybe? I guess now. So, a little bit of a spoiler, but this is kind of, to me, this is giving more importance to this big terminal. This is where you put in Artemis in the main storyline of No Man's Sky. So the fact that we're putting in more souls just it makes me think that this is going to be really important later on. Let's retrieve the Echo Collective. Pop in a soul real fast. Only put in 1. Back out. All right, rescued another Echo. And now we need to ignite a convergence. So, make another one. Boom. And that should be your convergence. There it is. Then we have to pick one of these. So, let's do this one. Crimson Helmet. Doesn't matter which one you do, but you can only pick one per run. You can only pick one of these options for each run you do. So we got this, soothe it with the Echo. Then we need to pop in our seed because we didn't make the Atlantid container. The Seed of Hope. Pop it in and say, yep, well, I want to do it. And that is it. So 121 and a half. That's pretty good, right? And then let's get in here, make a save real fast. I can show you that we've beat it all. So, we've done all of Phase 1, all of Phase 2, all of Phase 3, all of Phase 4, and all of Phase 5 except for that one, but it's optional. We got everything. We got our thing right there. So, let me show you where we hit. And we got it done in an hour and 2 minutes. Hour and 2 minutes. That is how fast you can do the expedition. So if you need to, if you're in a rush, last minute, like, oh my God, we only have 1 day left, you can do it in an hour. It is very tough. I would say do it now. We have 3 weeks left. Always, always do it and have fun with it. Take your time. But if you're crunching last minute, you can do it in an hour. Hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, hit that like button, and I will see you guys in the next one.